Oh, good evening. Mira, I told you I'd be here. And yes, you are early. Thank you very much. How is everyone doing? I am absolutely roasting. It's so hot. It's so damn hot. I have to keep the window open today. I swear to God. So if you I'm sure you can hear like the crickets outside. They must be like a good 20, 30 meters away, but you can still hear them really well. I'll be honest, I think I need a better microphone. I think I need to upgrade my microphone, but I know for a fact that whatever, if I ever do that, well, I don't think I'll be able to find one that's like this. So people will say, "Oh, he's not got his floating rectifier anymore." So, but I don't know. I've not bought one. I'm just saying this picks up everything. This picks up absolutely everything. I need to get a better version of that. Mira almost died, slipped and fell in front of a car. I was going to try and think of a joke, but I thought, yeah, best not. Damn, that. I'm glad you're all right. Zenny, yeah, I know, right? The OGs are here. If anyone has a recommendation for a microphone that looks like this, but is a lot more like focused, a lot more directional instead of just like everything, please let me know. Find one that looks like QU1 speaker. That's actually a good idea. There's a few of them, in fact, that I've seen, and they light up. But I don't know if I want to go for a light up one. But yeah, Demon LZ, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Subi's here. Madao, Formal, Renchon, DT, Arb, Kiora, Asterix Online, Raven. It's just thank you all so much for being here. Pilgrim, make it stop. Make what stop? Why would you want to make it stop? Like why? Why would you want to? Why would you want to make that loading screen stop? It doesn't make sense. Rode is kind of the gold standard for mics, right? Rode or Shure, from what I understand. Rode or Shure. So, the idea for today's stream is something that I very, very get often told. And whenever I make what I think, let's just put it this way. If I say something like, I think Kuro should do this with this, or Kuro should do less of this. So I very, very often I get people saying, well, that's not the game that they want to make, is it? You should just accept the game for what they want to make. They want to make this game, so you should just shut up and enjoy it and just accept that this is the game. If you don't like the game that they're making, then go find another game. And I've just got in the back of my mind throughout just hearing all of that, like, what are you talking about? They very clearly showed us the game that they wanted to make a long time ago, back in the technical tests and also in the CBT1. And then they got a lot of backlash from certain parts of the community. I would say vocal minority, but whatever. And they compromised on their vision. They've already done that. Like, straight up, they just did. You cannot argue that they have not compromised. They have not changed how the idea, the goal of what they wanted the game to be. Granted, we don't know what their vision of Renacita was going to be because we had no information on that. But at least for the most part, we can at least judge or at least put like a bit of a comparison of like how their original vision for Wuthering Waves was and what we eventually got in the CBT2 and also in the official release. So, with that being said, I found some gameplay footage courtesy of Rubhen925, absolutely amazing YouTuber. They always upload just like no commentary, just gameplay. It's just like pure gameplay, and I love it. I love that they have that. I often use their footage in when I make videos as well, because I don't record all of my gameplay because I'm like, I don't. No, fuck that. Probably should, but I don't. And so I found. One second, bring it up. These here. I've got Wuthering Waves gameplay walkthrough part 1, no commentary, and also part 2 here. I don't know if there's a part 3. I couldn't find a part 3. From what I understand, this is the English version, so all the subtitles and such will be in English. But the downside of that is that this English version doesn't have any voiceovers at all. I understand that the Chinese version had their voiceovers for their version of CBT1, but then it would be a case of like I can't read any of that because I don't speak Chinese. So full lunar eclipse in around 5 to 7 hours. I was going to say something about Augusta and Juno, like rather like don't let a certain community know about that because they might freak out. They might freak out about the eclipse, saying they're getting cucked and they don't want to get cucked by an eclipse. Game mode. I'm good. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. So, I don't know how far this gameplay goes, but okay. Again, this is an hour and 24 minutes, hour and 25 minutes, basically. And this is an hour and 36 minutes, should we say. And I'm going to be, like, looking for the actual story parts of the game. Like, if it's just, like, walking around the region, I might see a few thoughts. But if they're, like, just sticking menus for a long time, I'm just going to skip. So, with that being said, I would like to watch this. Does that sound good to everyone? Yeah? Please let me know if the audio here is a bit too low or too loud or whatever. If it's too loud and you can't hear me speaking, or if it's too low and you can't hear anything, again, keep in mind that there's no dialogue. There's no voice acting in this one. So there's that. Okay. So, here we go. Let's go. Also, I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions. Thank you for that. Oh, God, go away. Let's just restart. I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on what I like, what I don't like, what I prefer in this, and what I prefer in the official release too. First off, I like this music, like this kind of vibe of music a lot more. Accessing sequence. Granted connection. Verifying credentials. I could be a voice actor. Oh yeah, so because this is a CPT-1, a lot of the cutscenes weren't fully animated, so they do like this storyboard mode. Cross the freezing waters. So we didn't have the goddess in CPT-1. Like, you just wake up. No messing around, no nothing, you just wake up. You're finally awake. So, the start here is roughly the same from CPT-1 to CPT-2. You don't know? I sense no traces of lies in the flow. I guess you're telling the truth. This scene lasted about, what? 5 or 10 minutes in official release. Well, that was like literally 30 seconds, if that. That was like 30 seconds. Like, I like the compactness. Like, there was no... Yeah, first of all, there was no Chishia, true. But there was no fluff. It's like, let's just go, you know? Okay. I'm checking out this area here to see if there's any real difference in, like, the environment. The environment looks pretty much the same, no? Is this where everyone is sus about you? Yes. But no, welcome in, man. Oh, I'm listening to the music as well. Yeah, we have this music in the official release too. This is not changed. Did we have that animation in official release? I don't remember. Again, there's no fluff, there's no like yapping going on. It's just like straight in, like setting up a bit of foreshadowing. Like, wow, you seem weirdly good at this, and it just moves on. Yang looks better here, and in this version, Yang has like the bandage wraps around her chest. Personally, I prefer them. Oh, they're trying to. I said I'm gonna skip through parts where they're just like walking through the world. It's like taking too long. So.
An unexpected discovery.
So there are some voice lines in here. Like we just heard the male rover there. Ah, this was the menu. This was the original menu. Out of curiosity, do you guys prefer this type of menu or the one that we have? This is a lot more PGR. Like the way this is laid out, I know that is a lot more PGR. Like style-wise, the sharp corners, the boxes and such. Can you say neither? You prefer this menu? Over there, the statue was originally intended for celebration of... Wait, so again, in the in the official release, we had like a full scene in there where Yang Yang was doing a lot of exposition and shit, and none of that. None of that. Again, I really appreciate just like the no nonsense-ness to it. Like you just explained, oh, this is something that was like under construction, and then moves on. You know? You missing some meals? Was it just me, or like the red light flashing on the terminal is a lot more noticeable in this version? Yeah, the gird is a lot more noticeable in this version compared to official release. Like it is the same, not same. It does turn red when you're in battle right now in the game, but this one's a lot more noticeable. I think I prefer this, like that aspect. Continuous earthquakes along with the appearance of high-rank TDs. I've proposed a rendezvous with the rest of my team on the outside. We should move quickly.
Unexpected discovery.
It's crazy flashing and distracting. Possible, yeah, maybe. I can see both sides of that. It's less glossy and has more shady grit on it. How long is this? Okay, this one here is this first part 1 is 1 hour 25 minutes, and then there's a part 2 that's another hour 30 something minutes. Yeah, the menus are completely different. I like wait. Right. For the skills here, one second, let me just go back. Not sequences, not that. Like, I like this. But then when you actually go into it, you have to go into this menu anyway. So I get like, you're going into a menu to get into a menu, so like, that's just like taking far too long. Could they have not had it where you see the rover looking over his skills, looking over his skills and like, upgrade him from there? No? I mean, I just like the bland skill tree. But even then, it's interesting, like here, it seems like they're allowing you to choose different paths. Like you can unlock this one here to unlock this one here and unlock that one. Unless you need to unlock both of these first before you unlock that one. This is pretty interesting. This is pretty interesting. Yeah, there's more animations, stuff going on with the camera there. Okay, I remember this scene in the official release too. Is this some kind of artificial device? You're truly a conflicting existence to behold. Again, I could totally be a voice actor. Alright, you said you've lost your memories, but your reactions during combat show otherwise. You're also a resonator, yet the resonance terminal you carry is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Where are you from? Like, that conversation was way before, as soon as we woke up. Like, where are you from and all that sort of thing, and then you don't know, and then you get the rover thing. Sensei VA. Hi Annie, how you doing? Yeah, we're looking at CBT1 right now. No, I'm just watching old recorded gameplay footage. So we're having a watch along today. Sensei has NPC in the game. Imagine. I shouldn't have kept asking these questions. Yeah. Is it just me, or do the things like Yang Yang is saying, they sound a lot more natural and a little less exposition-y? Or is it just me? Like, these actually sound like conversations someone would have if one person had lost their memories but like was able to do stuff. Doing good? Got your Augusta? Nice. Not just you? I can see it? Yeah. Less Huanglong. I can't do the intonation. Yeah, this feels a lot more natural to me. This feels a lot more natural to me. What would really convince me to prefer this CBT is if the story had nothing to do with amnesiac protagonist. I agree. I've said this before. I hate the amnesiac protagonist thing. It's just so late. It's such lazy story writing. But it's one of those tropes I just have to deal with because I like the game a lot more in this. I like this game. Yeah, there's more for me to like than for me to hate. Tian Cheng. So the name of Jinzhou was Tian Cheng before. We suffer from the pain and disorder. They are talons of the tide at night. Yet there blossoms the most vibrant flower. It is the child of chaos in a final light. That's a nice little poem. It's a line I read in a collection of poems. Nice. It is a lot cleaner. Yeah. Yeah. Since it would be a gauntlet. I have a rectifier right here. Do you not see it? May I see your terminal? Again, it's... Not only is your terminal of unusual design, it also lacks basic utilities. Let me share the installation data with you. The colors are more soft too. I think you mean like muted? Let's write the flowing stream. We're touching gore. Never touch another guy's gourd, you know? Just so we're all clear. We've arrived at the rendezvous point. Something doesn't seem right. This is much better. Like you can see Chishia's happy, like she's her usual happy-go-lucky self. She's happy to see Yang Yang, but you saw that like flash of concern and uneasiness when she saw Rover here. That should have, yeah. Chishia missing the shot. That doesn't make sense. That's true. It would have been better if she actually did hit the TD, Task Discord, and kind of like threw it off, so it would give them chance to get the attack. Missing the shot doesn't feel like a Chishia thing. Nice moves you got back there. So even then, even though she's a little bit like wary, she's not aggressive. She's not that sort of thing. She's like complimentary. You know? Oh, yeah. And also another thing I prefer Baija with this more greener tint in her hair. Yeah, I think I prefer overall. I think I prefer this version of Baija. Wait. So, large banana. Okay, let me read this. No, it doesn't make sense because it tries to because Chishia tries to distract the TD, knowing Rover will attack it. I don't know. But if she doesn't trust Rover, why would she? No. Chishia. Well, this is my understanding from what we just watched. My idea is like Chishia is like a ranger, right? She runs around with the rangers and she like protects people. So she's gonna protect Yang Yang. She's gonna protect the person that Yang Yang's with as well. She wouldn't want to like leave them just to get attacked randomly. So she would still take the shot to distract the TD enough, or to hit the TD to like give them a chance to get away. You know. So it makes sense for me to like, for me anyway, for Chishia to take that shot. Missing the shot is a bit like weird because Chishia is supposed to be like a fantastic marksman, no? Unless the CBT1 version wasn't as good as she is in official. So it makes sense for me. I don't know. Maybe again, this is like a difference in like how we read the situation. I do not see any active hostility. She's cautious, absolutely, but there's no active hostility towards Rover at this point anyway. Rover must have fallen into the valley because of the earthquake and some memory loss. Yeah, she would hit the TD. Yeah, I think she just missed. And that part doesn't make sense. Like, her missing doesn't make sense. Baiji's underrated? True. When do we meet Yin Lin? Why are you saying Lin Yin? It's Yin Lin. Oh, I remember this. The Tata Field. It's reawakening. Have you seen my crown? I'm turning music up. Just enjoy this. Such a badass. Yeah, I agree, Zenny. Why the hell did they change this? Like, honestly, this is by far the best. Like, this is much better. Like the one we have in official release is like Kronos is just there, and then we're apart and we're fighting. This is much better. And this part sets up why Chishia's cautious of Rover as well. Like that part there, the gold lines. Oh, you won't feel anything soon. It's kind of cheesy. That was much better. That was way better. That was loads better. Why the hell did they change that?
Sound in movement.
I still like the Crownless's music. I like the extra guitar riff in the initial fight we have. I don't know why we can't listen to that version anymore. It sucks. Wait, is it in the Nightmare Crownless? We all know why. Yeah, this Crownless is much better.
Sound in movement.
1-inch punch, yeah, these small, yeah. He like, is it just me? He kind of moves like Bruce Lee. I think that's on purpose as well. Like the lighting his feet type thing. It's very Bruce Lee. That's a cool shot. And again, I think that's in official release, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I saw 1.0 animations. Cutscenes, should I say. I heard that a lot of people were frustrated that this battle was too hard. I don't know. Look at combo stays, yeah. They're weak. Game journalists. For a CPT, maybe it's intended. Yeah, ever since then they make sure you don't die in the story. I hate that. Like, it would be a lot better for me if they just allowed us to first fail QTE events. Oh, they've got the guitar riff in here. And to fail QTE events and also to actually die. Alright. What are you doing? I'm just gonna skip. I'm just gonna skip. Okay. That's cool. Pokeball, go! Nope. Wise one, what's up? We're checking out the original, like, the actual version of Wuthering Waves that Kuro Games wanted to make. I like that a lot better. That's so cool. And also, from what I understand, well, yeah, there was no voice. No Abby to be seen nor heard. Hold it! Don't move a muscle! That thing there, that one there is something that a lot of the CN players didn't like, from what I understand. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but from what I've heard, they didn't like that specific scene, and there was a lot of memes about that scene specifically. Right, so let me, okay, so, the reason for why that makes sense, like I said, direct contact with Wutherium may cause numerous anomalies to resonators. Not only did you directly absorb them into your body, but you went through the peril unscathed. So when Yang Yang got hit by that, she got the overclocking, that sort of thing, right? So to have someone that can actually touch that and be fine with that, that's weird for them in this world, right? That's weird. It doesn't matter that Rover saved them. They're the equivalent of military, right? And the military always stand on the edge of caution. Even if they trust, even if they're thankful, they'll still be on the edge of caution just in case. Right? So it's a war zone too. Like, they don't know who he is at all. He's able to interact with this Wutherium, which is supposed to be lethal to resonators. It'd be the equivalent of, like, if you want to put, like, in isekai terms, where, say, you're fighting demons, and maybe the demon has like a miasma with them, and if people touch that miasma, they become poisoned. But then you find someone, they defeat a demon, but they're able to absorb that miasma. Oh, you best believe people will be like, a bit wary about that. That's fucking weird. Like, again, in lore. Same thing here. This makes sense. It just straight up does. Luap, welcome in. Yeah, like a normal human being able to absorb radiation. Like, what? It doesn't matter that they did whatever it is. It's not normal, so you edge on the side of caution. But no. again, there was a lot of memes about this, so I did check this, and this is true. I saw a lot of memes about CN's side of things got really touchy about Chishia pointing a gun at the protagonist. They didn't like that. I know that for a fact. I've seen the memes. I don't know if it was because of CN specifically that they changed everything, but I know that that scene specifically, they removed because of CN. Who or what are you? So they don't know, is he human or what? Yang Yang receiving treatment is more important. Risk of overclocking. Again, they don't that what I like about this is like she's at risk of overclocking, and they don't stop to like explain what overclocking is. They're just like, they talk as people that live in this world that know, well, these people know what overclocking is, and she's like talking to Chishia. Chishia knows, so she doesn't have to explain overclocking, and she's gonna do, it's like she's at risk of overclocking. We need to get her to to get some medical treatment right now. It's like, I love this so much. This is so much better. So much better. Save your gratitude for, I hate it with YouTube where like it gives, next one. Save your gratitude for Yang Yang. I'm not foolish enough to believe that you fell into the gorge by sheer accident. The reason I'm doing this is because I have no other choice. Again, like, not actively hostile, just very cautious. And it makes sense. Maybe you should put 1.1 story, 1.0 story 2. I don't have the time to go switch from 1 to 1. It'll take far too long. Everything will eventually come to light. And that's, again, another thing I really like. Allow the story to play out. Yeah, then listening to people that complain about that is a massive fumble, in my opinion. 1 second, let me just go through all. I'm skipping them going through. I'm looking for story aspects of things. Right. Some stutters here. So, just so we're all clear, Chishia was very cautious, and she was pointing a gun at Rover because she's cautious, but she's still traveling with Rover right now. By the way, don't forget to sync with beacons. It'll save you a lot of hassle. So she's still open to being friendly with Rover, right? From what we just saw there. Like, she's giving advice. Like, don't forget to do this. Oh, okay, so 1 second. Yeah. We don't have time for this. Tech test bit. Yeah, CBT1 gameplay footage. I promised that we would look at this. It's hostile, but rooted to the ground. No, you see CBT1 looking smooth and polished. I saw some stutters. This part is the same as in official release, from what I remember, from what I understand. Okay, so this is weird. Something's definitely not right here. Since when did these MOs get that? Okay, let's just. I don't want to be stuck in it. Okay, I'm just skipping to story-related stuff. I wish my internet was not terrible. Okay, there's some story being spoken here. I have doubts that the original story is better than the current story. Tancheng is just up ahead. Quick, we're almost there. So no, we didn't teleport directly to. Oops, sorry. We didn't teleport directly to the castle. From what I remember watching this footage ages ago, like months and months and months, a year and a half ago at the very least, and this version of the story is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. There were a lot of problems, but like vibe-wise and character interactions-wise, that sort of thing, I prefer this a lot better. Oh, you wanted to see the Jinshi thing? We don't meet Jinshi in this version. Not until later. Because in the official release, we wake up to if I'm again, it's been a while since I played 1.0. We wake up to Yang Yang and Chixia. We go to Crownless's place. We meet up with Baija. We fight Crownless. Then after that, we get this hologram from Jinshi. Jinshi says a bunch of blah, 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 and then we go to Jinzhou, right? We don't have that scene with Jinshi in here. And honestly, I don't think we need it. It was pointless. The technical test version didn't really have a story to go on, like, at all. It was basically just, like, the open world and the characters, from what I understand. I might be mistaken on that. In fact, if anything, from what I remember, the technical test version of the encounter with Crownless is the same as official release. Black screen, white text. You must be the rover, I presume. My name is Tauchi. By Lian informed me of the situation. I thank you for your assistance. Forgive the poor hospitality at the times of emergency. We met Tauchi? Yes, we did meet Tauchi. She was set up. Where did Duke get this? Magic. Yeah, from what I understand, Danjin is also in the story. To a certain degree. I can't remember where, though. Also, Encore is introduced earlier, and I think I prefer her introduction as well. Don't just leave this troublemaker to me. Fine, follow me and I'll show you around. Again. Sorry, but I like this. I like her not being constantly like over our dick as soon as we meet. Like, I like where I can build up on the characterization with the characters, where they start at one point and we go through an arc together, and then we become friendly at the end of it. It's like it feels earned. Like, you build rapport, exactly. It feels earned. Just getting it off the jump, it makes no sense to me. It's just weird. Also, that little cutscene, like showing the Jinzhou, was pretty good. Pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. By the way, guys, just so we're all clear, right? I have no problems with like romance in games like this. None. Zero. My only problem is like just being given it. I would like to earn it. Being given it just is fucking lazy. Right? You have to earn affection. You have to earn rapport. You have to earn respect. You have to earn all this shit. Earn it, and then when you get it, it's better. Just being given it, it's like starting a game and you have infinite money, all your skills at level 99, and you just like go through locations where boom, 1-hit KO, boom, 1-hit KO. That was easy. That was easy. It feels empty. The same thing here with the characterization. Let us build our reputation. Let us build our rapport. Let us earn the affection. Being given it for no fucking reason is stupid. I don't care if people say, well, they have also this background where they've heard. I don't give a fuck. Shut up. It's done like Frieren? Yeah, exactly. Again, Frieren was very, not hostile, but like very, very standoffish at first, right? She was standoffish to her, who would be her apprentice, but she earned that apprenticeship. Earning what? I'm going to steal that, MC. I'm stealing that. I'm stealing that. because that's exactly what I would like to say. Earning waifus instead of gathering waifus. There's a difference. Earn that shit, you lazy fucks. Like, who would just want to be given it? Like, just it's a game. Fuck me. The only time when you see girls just throw themselves at the main protagonist are like low tier isekai slop or pornwas, basically. Ask me why I know. Why? Explain. You're too young, Mira. I'd rather not ask. Quali, yes, you are right. And that's something I said as well, like the later gathering waifus, the later characterization with like Carlotta and all, done much better. My main issues are with some of the stuff of to do with like Changli, Camellia, Showkeeper. Showkeeper was but still, Showkeeper I give a bit of a pass to, but it's like Showkeeper's like the only one that actually has some kind of making sense. But like a lot of it was just like, here's pussy. I'm like, I'm good, thank you. I get enough from my wife. Chempy's such a funny name. That guy got memed on hard in JP because Chempy sounds like chimpo, which sounds like penis, which is penis. I saw a lot of people saying, what's his name? Are you serious? Tanner's good to say. I'm not going to get into it right now. Why won't they do a tragedy? I want something like near End of Evangelion. Yeah. Like, should I move myself a little bit more to the right here? Oh, not that. Me. There we go. There we go. What's his name? The overworld song is also way better, no? I don't reckon... Did we have this in official release? I don't remember it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Appleberry is Flynn's, Nefer, and Durian JP. I haven't looked at it. I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm not going to pretend like I know everything because I don't. I'll only tell you shit that I know for a fact. And if I don't know for a fact, I'll say, I think this. But I have literally zero clue. It's okay, let's skip to the next story part. Okay, Trish's line. Oh, this is just explaining synthesis. Finally, a message from Tauchi, and it's not about Yang Yang. She reminded me to take you to the CCC. Can't believe Yang Yang hasn't recovered yet after so long. The Wuthering Interference, yeah. I like this, what's the word? Script. Like a term. Like the things that she's saying, the things that the characters are saying, I prefer this a lot more. Like what she just said there as well, like I've told her over and over again, so it like sets up like Yang Yang's done this before in the past and often, and it's like all that sort of thing. So I like that a lot. The inference is great. Let's just skip to story. Okay, there we go. Grab it here. The released version looks much smoother. I mean, graphics-wise, I'm not commenting on graphics in the slightest because I know this is CBT1, right? I'm mainly focused on storytelling, characterization, and character, should I say? Character and characterization. Did you guys know that character and characterization are two different things, right? Why is Chishia friendly now? No, she's not. She's doing what she's told. She was told to show him around and like make sure he knows where he's going. She's still a bit cautious. She's a soldier, basically. This is the same to official release. That's not the same. That's new. What's wrong? Too much to read? It's all blank. What do you mean it's all blank? Didn't it activate already? You sure there's nothing? Okay, so they removed this part entirely. In this day and age, a resonator can't go anywhere without being connected to the Kuro network, even if you're not from Hong Kong. At least you'll need to use connection from elsewhere before. Huh. I see now. There's only one explanation. Is your terminal is busted. Are you sure? Psst, you wish. If something went wrong with the system, we'd be a little bit in chaos by now. The Coral network. Yeah. Like chorus. Coral. Bit of Walking Dead there. Yeah, they changed. They removed that part of the lore, and they. No, this wasn't in official release. Abs, by the way. Stop following me already. Can't you hear the bells? Again, you're saying why was she being so friendly? She's not. She's just doing her job. I think there was something like this about Rover's own data being wiped gone. At this point in the story? I don't remember it being this part of the story. But again, it's been almost a year and a half since I played 1.0, so I don't remember. Maybe they did. I just don't remember. That knell is meant for fallen comrades. And this is so much better. This is so much better. This wasn't in the official release. This is a lot better. It's the Bell and Jian story. Yes, it is. And again, having this scene here sets that up for later as well. This is so much better. Lulu. Can you tell me where the bell's sounding from? It's that way. Nell Square. A friend of mine ran towards it as soon as she heard the bell ring. She had personality. Had. Yeah. But you can see the graphics are not nearly as good as in the official release, though, but again, I'm not focusing on graphics. The war in Skypiea has ended. Battle's not over yet. The folks are counting on us. Like the current Chishia, like, she's like happy and yeah, I like that the version of Chishia, but like being that way from the very start, nah. I prefer this, and then like building up towards the Chishia that we get. Do I have food? guess. Yeah, the city is completely different. Oh, we meet Jian a lot earlier. Yeah, this world feels more lived in the sense of like things are happening and Rover just appears. Rover, are you here? This is so much better. Like, there's narrative peaks and valleys, right? Right. That was so much better just on a narrative scale. Just narratively. It makes so much... Like, you have this thing where you meet Yang Yang. Oh, she's nice. We've got this peak. You're building up to a peak. Then you get this battle. She gets hurt. You go down. Then you're being treated as like someone to be cautious of by Chixia and Baizha. It's like not really too good. Then you start getting there. Chixia starts to warm up to you a little bit more, but then you get there and she's like, okay, no, fuck it. And then you hear the bell. You sink even further. You think, oh fuck, what's going on? And then you get this and you see Yang Yang, and then you're like, fuck, Yang Yang's alive. And you go, boom, straight back. Like, that is how a story is supposed to be told. If it's just like the same flat peak, or if maybe it's like always happy. If it's always happy at the same fucking level all the time, it's just not interesting. Having this type of thing going on, or should I say, well, let's go left to right for you guys. This is how a story keeps your interest. This was just so much better. So much better. Kuro-san, welcome in. Again, they set up characters a lot earlier as well. They set up Taochi earlier, they set up Jian earlier, they set up what the bell means earlier. We never would have gotten 2.x and beyond. We don't know, Pravam. We have no idea. Maybe we would have. What do you want, dog? Coral Beacon Hypnosis acting up, and he's quite furious. You're leaving right after the ceremony? Yeah, that's true. The thing with Yang Yang does make the world feel more dangerous. Like, there's some like stakes to this, you know? Like, not everyone's just instantly safe. There's no real plot armor going on, you know? There is, of course, but it doesn't. At least they give the impression that there isn't. Make sure you look after Yang Yang for me, you hear? She just recovered and needs plenty of rest. Just be happy with what we have now. I am, but this is better. At least so far. No Jinshi pretending to sit here. I don't... From what I've seen so far, I don't think there's been any real mention of Jinshi so far. Does something's better, something's worse? I can agree with that. Overall though, so far, from what I've seen, I prefer the way the story is being told in this version. No, the overarching story, like hours from now, probably better. But like, from what we've seen so far, yeah, I like this. If Kronos was one of the ultimate enemies, the world feels kind of weak and small. Bailian looks a lot better in this version. I prefer the green. They should have brought back the green in the hair. And the lipstick is nice. Yeah, the way we met Jian in originally, official, I think the word you mean was weird. Like, we meet him, like, for the first ever. And he's like, we're about to go into battle. Rover, this person I've just met like 5 minutes ago, what do you think we should do for our battle? This is going to like determine the lives, like who lives and who dies in this battle here. What do you think we should do? Why the fuck would Jian ask you that? Holy fuck. I trust you with my army and my life. Yeah, I know, right? Like, Jian, up to that point, was great. Like, that specific point, no. For the safety of Huanglong, it's better that we be more cautious. Thank you. Much better in luck. No, yeah, I can see the benefit of that for sure. Should the rover bring harm to Huanglong in any way, as the one who awakened rover, I'm willing to bear all the consequences. I'll not fail your trust. Here's another thing. The Rangers' duties are to protect Huanglong. Rangers being like Yang Yang, Tao Chi, Chixia, Bai Lian in this version, Baizha, Jian, etc. Receiving guests is a rarity to us. Please pardon our lack of hospitality. So this explains why they're even more cautious of you. Looks almost like Comic Sans. I have no idea. Go to the residential region. Let's just skip to the next. We'll go through menus. I'm looking for the next story part. There's some story here. You like this font better? After receiving Jian's approval, you formally settled in the city of Changcheng. After the stress, your exertion from battle to leave, and many others. That was way too fast. Rover? So Rover's called her, okay. Or rather, you want to have a chat with me? Everything I've counted so far has been very confused. Rover, yeah. The 4-item storyline fucking sucked. Like, straight up. But it was supposed to set up and you're supposed to learn. No, eventually we just end up learning shit that we could have found out in a library. Which we eventually went to. We went to a library. And again, like... I put that in my review as well, like... Jinshi left those 4 items for us to find out information about the world... because she didn't have enough time to leave us a sticky note to say, you need to learn about the world. How the She had the time to get these 4 very specific items, but she didn't have enough time to write a little message. Alright. The sundial pointing in 2 directions cool? Yeah, it was alright. Just the items in general were like... The 4 items should be there. To test us too, like. But that again, large benefit, that doesn't make sense. Like in the official release, apparently we've already passed everyone's tests. That's why they're all so friendly towards us. So if they're all so friendly, because they already know so much about us and they already trust us like that. Why do we need to be tested if we're already being trusted? Like something like testing Rover here. In this version of the story, would make a little bit more sense. In the official release story, it doesn't. Well, at least not to me anyway. And again, I know that you're just like pointing out that's what was said in lore, and I appreciate that. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. Probably Chang Li directed us to do that. Possibly. There were hints in Chang Li's Resonator Showcase that showed that she was working behind the scenes in different parts of the 1.0 story. So that is true. Hence the task level. Yeah, right. Were all those? Do you have to go through all these dialogues? Okay, so we've got all. This is a lot of exposition shit. This is a lot of exposition shit. This is not really part of the main story. This is a lot. Right, this is shit. One second. Alright, no, see, this bottom one here can just like go straight on, so you can choose just like to skip all this. So, in saying that, this is a lot, and that's a lot of exposition, but at least this part here is optional. This is the one that, this is when you choose to just continue on with the story, so that's, I don't like it, but it's fair. But it's not mandatory. I'm just gonna skip all this. I don't know if any of this lore stuff is was carried over to official release, so I don't know if this is canon. So there's no point in like trying to like, oh, what's this? I do know that Wuthering is still canon though. I don't read exposition. Not if it's not canon. If it is canon, yes, but this is not confirmed to be canon anymore. They could have just scrapped all this. There's no point. Because of you, I am safe and sound, able to stand here once again. Okay, here's the one that go to continue with the story. The calculus center, okay. It failed to show anything at the center earlier. We'll move to notes and again, there might be some parts that are scrapped, so I don't want to like reread everything again. No, please tissue it. Okay, so something's happened with Chishia. Again, we're going on these like peaks, so and valleys. Yeah, I think this BGM for Jinsho is better. What do you guys think? Do you prefer this BGM, this background music for Jinsho compared to the official release, or do you prefer the official release? I think I prefer this one. The BGM not changing while something serious going down. Yeah, they should have probably switched up the audio when we got that call from Chishia. You prefer official release? Fair. That BGM gives me old super grindy MMO vibes. Yes, it does. I got the same vibes, and I'm sorry, but I like it. I'm sorry. I've been trained through years of playing MMOs. Yeah, what did it remind me of? It reminded me of what was it? What was the game? It was like a Korean game. You could jump really high and all sorts of things. It was crazy. It was a great time. I think it was like Sky 9? 9 Sky. I can't remember. It was a game like that. It kind of reminded me of that. Wait. I cannot sense the presence. The presence. Chishi's party has presence. It doesn't have presence. It has presence with a T. Presence. Typical Kuro Typo there. I know, right? Quality. Okay, take care, Mira. Have a great time. I thought you were coming over for food. Resonating sound of Sakura. What is that? Wait, what the fuck? I do not remember this. Stay tuned for... Oh! No, I do remember this. They had this, didn't they? Oh my god, I remember this. Oh, this is another thing they took... Yeah, let's just say... This is another thing they took from Souls game. Like, you know, you can Souls game where you can, like, leave messages for other players and you can, like, just look at the... This is that. Yeah. Yeah. I completely forgot about that. Death Stranding stuff. Yeah, I know, right? I completely forgot. Nia had it. Did Nia have this? Did it? I can't remember. If they had this, they would need to have had some kind of settings feature because personally, I don't really like having my entire world cluttered with random stuff. So I would have liked a few sliders or toggles, like toggle them on and off, and if they're on, toggle like only show these here that have more than 1,000 likes on them or something. But I completely forgot about that. And this is where you use the stamps. I know you can use stamps in the conversation thing, but no. Does anyone really use the world chat, like chatting to people in Wuthering Waves, like chatting to friends? Do people do that? I don't think I've ever really done that. Only friends? What about only fans? Yeah, I don't think anyone uses co-op in Wua. I don't think anyone uses co-op in Wua, not really. Which is a shame. Alright, let's just skip to the next story beat. There's some text here. Okay. The bearings, it's heading left. Oh, is that it? Alright, cool. I mean, I'm fine with that. But like, I thought it'd be like more story. And this is just like running through the world. Like teaching you to use the grappling hook. Wait. Say that again. That's a lot further. Hope it's nice with echo farming so you get multiple worlds. True. There's nothing much to do in co-op. Yeah, that's also true. Again, this is just explaining how to use the grapple hook. Like what certain things are you can grapple there and get across. There's no shining open world farm. I love the game by the way, but the post shining open world. No, I don't really understand. Now you can just fly. Yeah. Let's show them what we got. This time we'll teach them to think it through. Alright. Typical, Zakko. Oh, that kind of shiny? Oh, yeah. Honestly, I feel like the way they implemented shinies in Wuthering Waves was bad. Let's just I won't sugarcoat it. It's just bad. It should have been the Pokemon way, where it should have been just like a very small, minute chance of getting a shiny. Like maybe 1 in 1,000. I actually put forward an idea for shinies, like where they have guaranteed max rolls. The substats will still be random, but whatever substat it is, it will be max roll, regardless. Alto is introduced way earlier. Max flat def. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Alto. This is a very, very different. Alto was sussy back then, as he should be. As he should be. But I miss me some gameplay. Now that's the thing. I think the gameplay in official release is better, but I prefer the way the characterization is much better here, in my opinion. And again, I like this part. I said this in the recent quest as well, like where they don't just stop everything, where they feed you the exposition while you're moving through the world, right?
An unexpected discovery.
I prefer that much better, much more. Right, go to the next story beat. I think this is just going through the open world, farming. Okay, just here? No. Okay, there's something there. Right. CBD1? Yes, it is. I enjoy this more, having Yang Yang with us more rather than Rover just traveling by himself. Yeah, like she's supposed to keep an eye on him. That's the thing. Like she's taking responsibility for him, and she's our guide throughout the world. Yeah, I hope Yang Yang makes a comeback too. I'm really interested how they're going to characterize her going back to Huanglong. I really want justice for Yang Yang, you know? The thing I really want to see most is I want to see a change in the voice direction. I want to see how the voice actor, who I have had like significant, that's a weird thing to say about. I've had problems with the voice actor's line delivery. I'm really looking forward to like seeing how the voice direction has changed, hopefully improved, and what Yang Yang is like, really, basically, in a nutshell. Because Yang Yang is literally the face of Wuthering Waves. She's literally the face. She's the first and only character we ever saw when they first announced this game, right? The fact that so many people don't like her because of voice acting and because of like a lot of like stupid exposition is a shame. Alright, let's just explain the levitation thing. I'm good. Let's just go to the next story beat. Okay, what's this? Alright, let's have a look. Cheshire, Unit 5. If you can hear me, please respond. Are you in here? The character is just there is lasting after effect. Yeah, I saw like an after effect behind there. Whether Ranger, Mourn Guard, or Ministry staff should have their timers up. Mourn Guard. Quali, do you remember Mourn Guard in the official release? Was there any mention of Mourn Guard? I do not remember Mourn Guard in official release. I know Rangers, I know Ministry staff, but like, there wasn't, was there? No. I don't remember Mourngard. Never heard of it. Yeah. I don't know if I've never heard of it or they never mentioned it. Or, you don't remember? Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, this could be another faction in Huanglong, you know? Again, we don't know if this is canon anymore, so... Okay. Finchi Village. Now they scrapped it? Yeah, I think they did. I think they scrapped it. They could bring it back, you know? There's a lot of talk, there's been a lot of talk about Wutherium in CBT1, and they took all that Wutherium conversation stuff out of the story in official release, but it is still there. If you look at some of the Nexus nodes, then they make explicit reference to Wutherium and Wutherium technology as well. So that's still canon. They just don't explore it nearly as much as they did in CBT1. Probably wasn't much more than another sector in Jinsho Bureau, but not much. Yeah, maybe. But I like that there's a bit like setup here. Reese Jones, welcome in. Hello. Right, let's go to the next story beat. Alright, there. Maybe not fit for this job. I thought several players would be perfect for a newbie like me. MOs? 1 second. Turns out, full of MOs and TDs. I know TDs. What's MO? Hachiman, welcome in. MO? What's MO? I know a lot of people had an issue with the word of characters using the word TD in the official release. I'm like, again, I prefer it because it feels like people that are already living in this world, it's like they're used to this lexicon, and they'd already set it up as being TD, as tacit Discord as TD, and so if you don't get that, I'm sorry, it just makes sense for me. I'm not sure what it means either. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm so confused.
Sound in.
I really wonder what it is. Okay, some story here. Let's have a look. Massive oppai. True. Yeah, like lore-wise, it makes sense that people in this world would say TD, TD, TD. Titty, titty, titty. They like beating those titties. Sorry. But like, yeah. Up here, it's good. Okay, that. In fact, do they? I wonder if they have the same thing where you see. The thing where it's like, oh, I don't see anything. Like that's those screens at the top. This is the same. And no, that part was only for the Nexus in Tiancheng, not Jinzhou. Fighting, menus. I'm looking for the next story beat, right? Okay, found it. No, let's go back. Wait. Okay, we're going to the village. TD Discord, isn't that word? I doubt it. Felt so many players lack the patience. You drop your terminal. You of all people. Again. teacher attitude. I like it. I prefer it. Because, like, when you eventually earn her approval, it's going to feel so much better. Zol, good morning. How you doing, man? Oh, Zol, there's this game OST that I came across the other day that has some really cool like tracks on it. I think you might like. So I might send you that if you're interested. You're fine? Cool. Good. Hope you had a fantastic sleep. Let's skip to the next story beat, shall we? This is just explaining the concerto meter. You have? Sweet. Hopefully it's not another dick pic. Mutant objects. Got it. Thank you. It's a large TD. You guys, you know that TD actually stands for thick dick, right? I'm just saying shit now, you know. Only the best content for you. Okay. Right. This is one thing that always annoys me. Not really annoys me. You know, with one second, with this here, with like the echoes that you absorb, like the gold after effects, like after you defeat a Tacit Discord. What always annoys me, and maybe just not really, but yeah, whatever, is that the Tacit Discord could be in a completely different position. Like body-wise, it could be like crouching, but when they die, it's always like the same position, no matter what. Could they not have done something where they just like, whatever the position the Tacit Discord is in when it's killed, when it's like loses its last HP, it just freezes and then goes to this gold version? Is it not possible to do that? It seems like it was something like pretty easy to do, no? And also the collecting animation, like especially right now with the nightmare things, it's doing it over time. They always, why do the characters always spin when they have to, when they throw the gourd? Why do they always have to do a little twirl, throw, twirl, throw, twirl, throw? I mean, bruh, it's possible, but bad for optimization. I mean, to be fair, probably that's probably what it is, you know. Anyway. I still think that random tacit fields should spawn in the overworld just randomly. Like you'll get a notification in your world map and it says new tacit field in this area. Go sort it out. Are you hurt? This is the first time that Rover has actually properly fought alongside Chishia. Who do you think I am? A couple of extra... Yeah, she seems pretty friendly. Like a public event sort of thing. Yes. That's something that is really lacking in Wuthering Waves. Like, after you've done all the exploration, the world feels empty and dead in the bad sense of the word. Oh, here comes Encore. This BGM is in the official release. I remember it. I much prefer this one. Like, this introduction to Encore is a lot better. Like the whole, she sees Rover and goes, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is much better. Naruto running? Yep. Can I do that again? No, I can't. I think it's like physically impossible for me to do that again. I think if I do that again, I might have an aneurysm. Blake Folks, huh? I'm sorry, I much more prefer this version of Chishia. This version of Chishia is so much better. It feels like she's an actual character. She's not one note. But why Anka? I don't know. I think it's just like they didn't put too much thought into the translation. I have no idea. I have literally zero clue. Consider this one on the house as well. Right, that's not... I don't like this. This is something they did in official release as well. Like, they bear the same markings, your terminal and Suiga... This... If you're gonna have, like, Chinese names for shit, just keep it to either characters and place names. At the very least. Having Chinese names for, like, this kind of jargon type stuff, like... what the fuck's a Sui Guang? What's a Sui Guang? Water light? Yeah, I know Sui is like usually. The Sui is also in water. Means water in Japanese too. What the fuck's a Sui Guang? Don't do this. This pisses me. They did the same thing in the official release as well. Like they had these. What was it? Oh, I forgot the words. I think I've got a Excel spreadsheet with a bunch of the weird jargon and weird Chinese lexicon they had for certain things in official release. But yeah, this is why a lot of people are getting confused. Because on top of the jargon that there already is, they had this extra layer of Chinese jargon. Chinese names for that jargon as well. It's like... probably the gourd thing? No, the terminal is the gourd. The terminal is the gourd. Back in 1.0, yes. What's that supposed to mean? What does Sui Guang mean? Well, that is something for you to find out. Sui Guang is Showkeeper's original name? Are you serious? I didn't know that. But that doesn't make sense for what he said. Keep that in your terminal and Sui Guang. Keep that in your Showkeeper? Alright, so we'll come up to the end of this one here. Right, that's basically the end of that story there. We've got part 2 here. Well, they are mostly focusing on CN and not everything was possible to translate in the best way. There's also JP sizing. You had Showkeeper in you instead of Abby? I was going to say, I'm just thinking, would I prefer that? Because the lore they came up with for Showkeeper in official release, I kind of like that. It was a bit... The story itself was way too fucking rushed. But nah, it probably wouldn't make sense. Right. So, where's the next story beat here? This is attacking you specifically. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. No, I don't have a problem. No, no. It's free. For 6 months. Let's go. That's also to get rid of hair as well. Exactly right. I don't need this. I don't need that at all. Nope. Nada. Why do I not have a skip button? Where's the fucking skip? Shut up. Fuck off. If you need a confirmation that I live in Japan, I'm getting Japanese adverts, alright? Shut up. Chat, shut up. Fuck's sake. That was just like teasing me. I'm looking for the next story. They're just going through menus right now. Alright, here we are. Here we go. Go. Okay. How dare it assume that Sensei is balding? I know, right? The gall. Is it tax write-off for content creators? Is it? I might have to get in on that, you know. Oh! Thank you! This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Thank you. Let's go back again. Characterization. One more time. Sorry. Read this shit. Right, I got some NPC stuff. Don't care about the NPC stuff. Well, I guess I owe you one this time. I was a teeny bit harsh on you before. This is what I wanted from the characterization where, yes, they start off like wary of us, even maybe a little bit hostile, but we earn their trust. We earn their trust. And we earn their affection, like whether you want to take that as romantic affection or just like stoic affection, like friendly affection, whatever. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I liked. Right? Just being given affection for no fucking reason was weird. Like, we have it enough with Yanya. We don't need everyone to be like friendly and happy and like, oh, this is what I wanted. So from today onward, I'll have you covered. You get into any trouble in Changcheng? Chase has got your back. Progress, exactly. Then we have the introduction to Lupa. I think Lupa was a bit too friendly too quickly, in my opinion. Overall, I enjoyed it, but like it was a bit too friendly too quickly. But again, so asking about Sui Guang. You must be referring to the divinity, a name known to everyone in Huanglang, our guardian, our savior. So I'm guessing Sui Guang is the original name for Jue. Seems like it. Whoa. 50 years ago, we owe our victory against the Thrunodian, Crownless, to aid its path. So Crownless was a Thrunodian. Crownless was a Thrunodian. Not like Overthrax and that sort of thing. The storytelling is so much worse though, not gonna lie. It depends in my opinion. Some parts I much prefer the way they've told the story in this version compared to official release. But overall the characterization is much better in here. What I've been saying? I know, right? How would Crowns be a Thrunodian when we just fought it? I mean, I don't know. They just said Crownless is a Thrunodian. They just said that. I'm just saying what they said. Let me, we have to skip. Ah, it's not that far. I can do 5-second skips here. Oh, what's the menu on that? That's way too big for a... Oh, it's a shop. Alright, fuck it. D-ranked to regular TD. That's when I first laid eyes on your terminal. I envisioned of such a conversation between the two of us. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying, Gian, bro? That's a weird line. Gage. Sui Guang is the secrecy of our nation, an unseen, not easily granted to be seen. I'll have them passed on to Lady Long on your behalf. I'm guessing Lady Long is Jinshi. Yeah, it is. It's got to be Jinshi. No, Sui Guang is the original name for CBT1 version name of Jue, from what I understand. Lady Long is the title of Jinshi. I don't know if she is actually given the name Jinshi. She's being referred to as Lady Long in this one. Let me read this again. The Academy conducted a comparison of the Wuthering vibrational frequencies during our engagement. The reports indicate a 100% match in frequencies with the Thenodian Crownless, the one which made a previous appearance in the past. We just fought it as well. Crownless, but it was defeated years ago. The one you fought is a copy. So, Quali, that explains the battle that we had earlier. It wasn't the true Crownless, it was a copy of the Crownless. Like a clone, offshoot. Yeah. Do require further improvement. Do require further improvements. Further improvements. Do require further improvements. Further improvements. It's closed beta 1. All right. Let's just give them a pass on this. Thank the heavens now that you're here. On a side note, you may have not heard earlier with the calculus center. They were led to a few burnt circuits. Rather than your terminal, you yourself may be the root of the cause. I don't know if it's mistranslation. It's probably just like someone copy-pasted it by accident. You assimilated the copy's powers and was able to convert it as your own. Alright. Bailian, that's Baiji. That's Baija. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of jargon in this conversation here. There was some in the other one as well. I could see a lot of people getting a bit frustrated with this conversation as well. Which we refer to it as the Tassicrux. Tassicrux is a new one. I'd like to make a request that you assist us in defeating such monsters, collect their part of the Crownless powers, and pass them on to me. HSR storytelling be like, yeah, I know, right? Tassicrux is the glowing thing on all. Yeah, it's like the star thing, right? Yeah, this conversation here is a bit too yappy, you know? Yappy, jargony. I get it, but it could be done a lot better. I shall share with your with your more knowledge. With you more knowledge. Let's move to a private area. What are allies yet with us? Lucian? Gage. Was there a mention of the other general in 61? I think you're talking about Geshelin. There's been no mention of Geshelin so far. I haven't seen anything to do with Geshelin, Scar, Frolova. Jinshi has been mentioned but not shown. There's been no hints towards Changli. Nor Shorekeeper. We've got Black Shores, yes, but no Shorekeeper. Increase my databank level? Just get good. You need to collect more tacit, well, echoes, should I say. In the databank, you'll find the parts that have like question marks. Just go to question marks, go to detect, and go to wherever they tell you to go, and just defeat everything. There's no crit damage back then? I didn't notice that. 1 second, I might have to check that out next time. This is very much reminiscent of the conversation we had in the laboratory where Mortefi is. That's fine. We've not seen Mortefi yet either. I thought CBT 1 build was playing. I wish, but no. Is it just me? This feels a lot like old school JRPG for some reason. Is Mortefi and Baisha in a relationship? I don't know. Maybe. No? Yes? Maybe. If I say all three, then I can't be wrong. Has anyone else noticed that the way the text shows up on screen is different between characters, or is it just me? Thank God we have much less. Yeah, we do have much less of this. Yeah, true. One less away from Jesha. True. This is Gigi. Lucian. This guy's got an interesting design. Where did this guy go? Where did this guy's design go? He's got some crazy eyebrows. Fenrico if he was Chinese. I mean, the hair is kind of similar. You can buy down a familiar with you, capable of handling yourself out in the wilderness, perfect candidate. Okay. Yeah, it's the head of the academy there. Yeah. He got gender bent in Mount Firmament? Oh, you mean, oh, you think he's, what's his name? What's her name? The Gilf? You think he's the Gilf? No, because the Gilf in Firmament, she wasn't the head of the academy. She was the previous governor, no? Lady Jinyi, yeah. You can cosplay this old dude that says he has the hairline. Friend, you're getting banned. Fuck you. The way the map's shown is a bit interesting as well. Have you seen the new story of ZZZ that's still introducing more blood in it? I haven't, no. Honestly, I log into ZZZ, do my dailies, and log out. Quickly here to assist us. Alright. Yeah, the loading time between teleporting wasn't nearly that long, but I don't know if that's just because the uploader cut the loading screens out or what. It was just faster? Maybe. I mean, I'm not doubting you. I have no reason to doubt you. Very possible. I don't know why loading screens take so long. As long as I've seen Biojet in action. Like, I like that the choices here are actually choices. Like, they're very different. Remain silent, her intentions were good, and are we all set to go? Like, be quiet. Like, defend her. Let's just move on. Yeah, quality. That's what I'm talking about. Notice like the font size. First of all, the font size, the font its type, and also the way that the text shows up on screen is different. Like let's just go back a bit. Like that is not the same as that. Maybe it's just because they're trying to fit more onto one. Whatever. But like this one, this feels a lot faster, but some like it's like they've got like an after image before they actually show up. Like, can you see? Like, you see? Well, can you see? Look at the I can't get my hand on the screen. Look at the TOT. The O is like half. The opacity is down to 50. You see like the letters flash before they actually show up. It happens in some lines, but not others. Right? So just keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the text. They'll flash. I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's on purpose. Like to fit in with the like this text doesn't have that. That didn't do that. Yeah, imagine if we get like original design Baija skin. Imagine if we get original design Ling Yang skin. Original design Ling Yang as a skin. That'd be what the fuck? That went through a whole new design. Guys, you recognize this monster, right? You recognize that, right? Hell no. I think I prefer this design. Only available for people with S6 Ling Yang. Yeah. It's a lizard. Yeah, I think I prefer that design.
Can't hide from me.
Should she say that in the official release? You prefer the current one? Again, personal preference, and it's perfectly fine. Okay, there's more story here. Okay, this is like a side quest. I'm tempted to just skip it entirely. Yeah, this would have been a bore. This part is boring as fuck. Yeah, this is not fun. Yeah, this whole thing's boring. Straight up, no. I think we have a similar thing in official release too, though. Pretty sure we do. I remember seeing this. This is the equivalent of the 4 items. Not, yeah, not as bad, but yeah, it's pretty bad. This is not fun. This is the shit that I can see people complaining about, where they said you need to tighten this up. And if this is the stuff people were complaining about, and Kuro took that feedback and changed it, but like gave us the equivalent of something else, like they didn't listen. Like, nah, this is not fun. This is not fun. This is not good. Don't like this. Don't like it. I'm just gonna skip. Sorry guys, I'm not looking through all the boring ass jargon and exposition. There's no point. I want to look for the next cutscene. We're still in this fucking thing. Wait, how long did we start? We started this. 1 second, let me have a look. Here, let's just say 1730. How long does it go on for? I think it ends here. 1730, so about 20 minutes. 20 minutes doesn't sound long, but it feels long. "20 minutes does not sound long, but it feels so fucking long. You see cutscene compilation? No, right. Hatchman, the problem is though, those cutscene compilations, they only get like the fully animated ones for the most part. They don't get like the story cutscenes here. That's why I'm having to do it this way. Boring. Right. Let's just, okay, so we skipped that. We've done whatever that was. We've got wounds, so she's Gigi. We're still talking about Gigi, not Jeju. Different. Gigi, whatever. Oh, we're still talking about. Oh no, it's not finished. This part is boring. Sorry, but I love Baija, but this part is entirely fucking boring. It's still going on as well. Let's talk this out. No, never seen it. This is HSR. Yeah, no, this is HSR. We're still talking about this thing? Do you think they attacked Juju on purpose? I don't care. I literally do not care. No, we're still in the fucking quest. Oh shit. It's longer than I thought. Okay, go back to the old man. Is this where the conversation ends? Is that the end of it? That was... not 20 minutes, 40 minutes. At least. Those some pulls. That was 40 minutes of absolute bullshit. So Yuan Hu there. Tempe. Are they just exploring now? Oh wait, hang on. Is that Chinese? Has that not been translated? That's not been translated. Great. I don't understand Chinese, but I understood a few characters in there talking about letters or words saying text. Just text, like random text. All that to get a free Baisha. I'll say worth it. I mean, Baisha is an absolute fucking babe. So is she. Machi. Absolutely would. Placeholder text. It feels like placeholder text. Again, it's Chinese, so I don't know for a fact. But I'm pretty sure this is just placeholder text. For now. Is that it? Is it just running around the world now? Okay, what's this about? Chan Chan? Oh, they did some pulls earlier. Whoa, you see that? Hang on. Look at this icon. Like, they have icons for the tacit, well, for the bosses. I like this a lot more. It makes it a lot easier to know which one's which just at a glance. No, this is a pretty cool icon. No, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, this is side quest again. Right. That's about it for now. I think I couldn't find any part 3 of this. So I think that's all they played. So right. From what we've seen of the story, what they showed, no Yinlin, not yet. Then, to be fair, Yinlin was introduced in the second half, and none of the CBTs really. No, they did, but they didn't have any of the character quests, if I remember correctly. There are more, right? Squarebrink. If anyone has a link to more, I would love to see them. Hopefully, with no commentary on there, so I'm not like talking over someone else. I can't find. One sec. Alright, hang on. What's this? Go away. First appearance of Ling Yang. Wait. Captain Ling Yang? Well, that would explain why he's at the end of 1.0 in Act 6. Because in the official release, he's just a dancer. He's just like a lion dancer. In here, he's part of the Rangers, and he's a captain. Captain Awu. He's got some cool gauntlets on there. Can't post links in YouTube chat. Discord, or at least like tell me the name of what I should search for. Yeah, he got demoted, like, for sure, like straight up. Danjin first appearance. There's so much better stuff. This is this one was not the best. This one wasn't the best. Like, I get the line, but like, I'm sorry, some people prefer the CPT-1 version of Yinlin. Design-wise, I think CPT, the official release version of Yinlin is better, just design-wise. I like the boots though. But the face is a bit. Like, it's not bad, but something's going on with the face. Nah, like, something's going on with the face. The outfit's not too bad, but like. Is this your? All right, okay. Let's have a look at this one as well. So someone said, like, look at all the cutscenes in CBT. This would be that, but so we're missing out on a lot of other story beats in there, but we're just looking now. we've seen that. We hadn't seen this. Okay, let's have a look. We just saw that. I think it's just the lack of eyebrows. Oh, that's why they got rid of this scene. I was just wondering, why did they get rid of this? Why did they get rid of all of Dan Jin's thing? That's why. Yeah. Who exactly? This is I don't know. I don't know who it is, but you just know that a lot of people are going to be thinking that they're getting cucked right now because they are so fucking insecure. Like if the female characters have any kind of interaction with a male character or even with a female character, they're getting cucked, and they can't allow that because they're insecure, thin-skinned, sensitive, fucking idiots. Like, I'm really, like, this is a bit of a side tangent, but I'm really curious, like, how their, like, those people's, how their mind works. I'm really curious, like, how their mind works. Like, how the fuck do they go through their life? Like, I know for a fact that they're jerking off a lot. But I'm guessing they can't be jerking off to a lot of porn. Like, a lot of porn that's out there, they can't look at because it involves other men, right? And they can't allow that. They can't see, if they see another man that's not them, they're so sensitive and they freak out. So I'm guessing all they look at is just like solo girl, whatever. It's just fucking weird. Apparently this was supposed to be her dad. I don't think it matters to them. So it should be their fantasy. But doesn't that like make them just as bad as the Yumeis? Like, you know the Yume like really obsessed female players, like lads, for example. They, for what I say about lads, there's no scenes where any male romanceable lead interacts with another male romanceable lead, like, at all. Because the Yumeis would freak the fuck out. And those Yumeis are weird and deranged. But is that not just equally, as equal as that? Even with a father figure, it doesn't matter. It would freak the fuck out. Wuthering Waves, chapter 3, but thank you very much. I will copy that. And it's worse? I don't know if it's worse, but it's bad. It's crazy. It's deranged. But like, we miss out on all this really good, all these really cool cutscenes and storytelling because they can't bear to see a female character interact with another male character. I'm guessing this is original. It's about a Jinshi meeting. Yeah. I copied that for you. Thank you very much, Square Brain. We're gonna look at that as soon as we've gone through this. I like this a lot. Oh, we saw that. Again, it's a very cool cutscene. Parkour main city tour day night. Will do. Yeah, we don't get any of these backstory cutscenes anymore. Like, all of this is gone. Why is all of this gone? We know for sure Chinese people are a different breed of people. I don't think it's limited to Chinese either. There's a lot of people that are like not Chinese but really associate with them. Scar's a badass in this. Wreck him. Just like... You missed this cutscene so much? I do not remember this cutscene. This is my first time seeing it. That was so cool! Why did they get rid of that? Oh, is this for Lova? Is Fololo in chat? Yeah, that is definitely an introduction. Yeah, Zephyron. I kind of got the gist of that. He's Joker coded? Yeah, I love it. He's more eccentric and like crazed, you know? Back when Scar was an actual menace. Oh, Mortfi. This is a very different introduction. Like now we're introduced. Now we're introduced to him in the lab, and he's like talking to someone else about something like. Why did they get rid of all this? Why? Like straight up, why? More Ling Yang? A few Ling Yang lovers out there? Again, he's Captain Ling Yang, just so we're all clear. Oh yeah, Morty likes music for some reason. Why not? It's a character thing. And Taochi's in the story too. Oh yeah, Xian would not like that. Oh yeah, Xian is not having that. Introduction of Jinshi. Sorry. And we had all these different characters interacting with each other. People hated that Sanhua was so, I'm guessing, aggressive. What? Jan's more involved with the story as well. He's not just like relegated to the end. Ruthless? Yeah. Yeah, this is at the mines. I don't speak Chinese, so I don't know if what they're saying is like makes sense or not. But like just visuals alone. Again, I'm saying this over and over and over again. Like characterization, like these characters have fucking character in them. And you have all these different people, like they're all interacting with each other as well. Jan's not just like shown a little bit and then pops up and they meet up at the end. Like everyone's playing a part throughout the story. Characters actually interacting with each other. Illusion Fenrir. Yeah, I agree. Kuro. Kuro's actually part of the fucking story as well. Holy shit.
先害人，就别怪人要罚你。
Who is this guy? I know, right? I think his name's Calpaccio or Calculator. Oh. Like, everyone's showing up and everyone's part of the story before having their own character, their own specific character quest.
追错人了，小家伙。
We saw that part anyway. Awesome. Introduction of wait, who's that?
绝不能，
Oh, some random NPC.
不能放过！
I'm guessing this is overclocking? Like showing the effects of overclocking? Oh, no, okay, Yinlin's jumping in to save him? Alright,
没
cool.
人能阻拦我和审判。不必担忧，这里有我来。
安生姑娘受伤了，
Reported
我们
to
快
Jan
追
in！official release? I think so.
大伯者，糟糕，又是这样。
Each overworld boss had dungeon quest where, which is correct. That's
为失去的一切，为我们的明天，赌上所有吧！
这么着急就要灭口，太
was that
无
then
情
defeating
了吧
Groundless? No, I don't think so.
还是说你只会奏桑乐？
你和那些不和谐音胡乱纠缠，已经完全忘了会长的正事吧？
I don't know, guys.
这只是
The onigiri is
英
still
勇
there though.
正是，说点更有意思的吧。你见过有人吸收明世力量吗？用他自己的身体，再多吸收一点，再多一点，明世就会在他身体里重新组装，在他身上复
For
活。
future story?
疯癫的阴间，你最好真的明白会长的计划。接下来，乐章的高潮
I have no
就
idea
由
what
我
they're
来
saying.
指挥。
I cannot comment on what they're saying because I have no fucking clue. I'm sorry. That's why I'm quiet. I'm just like trying to
我怎么可能失误？
absorb
我
the
要为你点燃真正的光，
visuals.
你会来看的吧，妹妹。
I know that one means like sister. I'm guessing it's like right. I'm gonna say this. We got fucking robbed. We got absolutely fucking robbed. Whoever was like talking shit and complaining about the story in the CBT1, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, we got like 50% robbed? No. There's more than 50% there that was taken out. We got absolutely robbed. That was so much better. That's like so much better. I know we couldn't see the entirety of the full story with the rest of the other characters, but like what we saw in like the first hour and a half, or whatever, like that from Rubhen's gameplay, the character interactions were a lot better. There were some parts which dragged, which fucking sucked. I'm like, yeah, change that. But when it comes to the story, like when it comes to like the characterization, storytelling is a different conversation right now. I think the storytelling right now, as with Reseason, like with patch by patch, has been getting a lot better. But I could have seen them getting a lot better with storytelling if they'd gone with this initial vision. Like, holy fuck. CBT sure has flaws, but it was fixable and is grounded and more human. Yes. The Sister Scar I mentioned was Encore. Was it really? Fuck. Oh, God. What the fuck? And so when I make criticisms of Wuthering Waves, and I say, I think Wuthering Waves should do more of this, less of that, and people tell me, well, that's not the game that they want to make, is it? I don't know if we all just watch the same thing or not, but what the stuff that I'm saying that I think they should do, they fucking did it. That's the game that they want to make, and that's the game I want them to make. I want them to make that game. The game that they wanted to originally make, that's the game I want them to make. That's what I want them to make. So when I say they should do more of this and less of this, basically I'm saying I want them to go back to their original vision. That's what I want. I want them to make the game they wanted to make. Not this bullshit, I'm just going to use the words, people are going to get pissed off. Not this bullshit Gathering Wives Master Love shit. It's just fucking bullshit. This is the game that Kuro Games wanted to make. They should have stuck with that. That was far better. Far better. So much better. Having the characters actually interact with each other, and there's all these different relationships going on. Like it seems like Encore has a relationship with Scar in the sense of like their family, that sort of thing. Tao-Chi is more involved in the story. Jian's more involved in the story. Tao-Chi and Jian are speaking to each other, and they also meet with Sanhua and Jinshin. Like we have all these characters meeting up with each other. This is so much better. So much fucking better. We got absolutely robbed. But, well, people just want Gathering Wives. People want... This is the thing. This is why I'm so disappointed. This is why I'm so disappointed, because I know this game could be so much better. Right? This game, if I was going to make an analogy, I like making my analogies, right? Like, particularly to do with food, because it's a lot easier to understand. Like, many people around the world like McDonald's. And McDonald's sells a lot. But it's cheap, fast food. And on the whole, it's not too good for you. Whereas you can actually get a good gourmet burger. Like an actual nutritious burger. But McDonald's sells. I'm like... Fuck me, man. Did Kuro change direction with the game because of CM Playbase or because they wanted to? From all I understand, and I could be wrong on this, they changed the game entirely based on feedback that they got from the players that were testing out closed beta test 1, the stuff that we just saw. And from what I understand, most of the feedback came from CN. I might be wrong on that, but that's what I understand. Here's a comparison. We've got the technical test here, closed beta test 1, and closed beta test 2. This is also in the official release too. This is just like the Crownless thing. Not this, not this. Zombie movie? Disney? Right, whatever. Go away. So this is the technical test. This is technical test. more stuff happening than we got in official release. Saved by Yang Yang.
幸好及时赶上了，你不要紧吧？无音区。
And they didn't like a thing about CPT-1? Are they fucking brain dead?
完全没有收到检测提示。
This was carried out into official release, but the spikes coming from the ground.
快离开！核心幻象就要来了。
Right. So there's that. 1 second. And then we saw CPT-1.
它在复
Right.
苏。
All that. Then let's look at the official release. So what they did was they had the tech test version. They changed it to what they wanted to really make here. This version, this fucking badass cutscene. And they changed it back to the tech test version. Basically. What the fuck, man? I'm thinking. Ah, this is the one that you got that you linked for me. Thank you very much, by the way. No, the thing is though, they didn't remove this Crownless talking entirely because Crownless did speak at the end of Act 6. I remember it. And the thing is though, I also remember seeing the CPT2 version and saying why did they get rid of the CPT1 version of Crownless? And some people said, well, no, Crownless speaking would be weird and it wouldn't make sense. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's just weird. Well, first of all, what do you mean it wouldn't make sense? Why wouldn't it make sense? But then later on, it literally in the game, Act 6, Crownless is speaking. So, what the fuck are you talking about? This is pull animations. Okay. This is the introduction of Mortifi. Again, much better than what we got. Ling Yang. Ling Yang and Gianna speaking, like talking, that sort of thing. From here. Dreamless also spoke? Yes, she did. She said that she wants my dick. Okay, so we've got some, like, actually English on here. Have you listened to the old CBT? Yeah, we listened to it earlier. Hierarch Long. I'm guessing that's another name for Jue. Isn't recent press mentioned TD can't speak? They already have it in lore that Tested Discords can speak. It's already in the game. Whether they forgot about that is another conversation, but they can. This part in the official release dragged as well. I get it, but it dragged. I'm waiting. Wait, no. Hang on. No, we did have TDs that talk. I remember in Act 3, there was that tacit Discord, the round one. We followed it. It spoke. I honestly think Crownless not talking at the start is a bit better. No mouth animations. Personal preference. I disagree, but again, personal preference. I like it. I thought it's pretty cool. No, tacit discords can absolutely speak. Have you seen the old elemental reaction thing? Yeah, I did. I did. Yes, the one before Scar. Yeah. It's Hierarch Long. Again, another name for the title for Jinshin. Pretty sure only Abby is the only Echo that can talk? No. Echo? Wait, Echo, Echo. I can't quality. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong on this. You know the echoes in Rinasita, particularly the one at the bank, the one that's got the arms? That's an echo, right? They speak to us, no? Or no? Oh, true. Lorelei can speak. Oh, fuck. Thank you. Yes, Lorelei can speak.
Most proper for supplies.
There are definitely others to do. Yeah, Lorelei does. Yes, thank you. Oh, I don't know how I forgot about her, but yes, Lorelei speaks. So, tacit discords and echoes can both speak, like in lore. She can sing too. I'm not gonna say it. Again, this is much better. I didn't understand what he was saying before it was all in Chinese, so let's see what his lines actually were. It's a lot more expressive too. They have echoes that can talk like Abby. But again, we've already seen echoes that can speak in Huanglong as well. Oh, no, it's not echoes, sorry. Tacit discord. So maybe that's the difference.
All right.
Yeah, we met Scar after meeting Jinshin in this story. Yeah. Fuck's sake. We got like 100% robbed. Like, absolutely. I don't know how or why or whatever. I don't know what the fuck. Like, who the fuck they were like listening to get feedback. Whoever was giving feedback on the CBT1 literally does not know what they're talking about. Like, I'm not saying CBT, like the whole of CBT1 was good. I've already gone through like the 40 minutes of bullshit. There was shit in CBT1, but there was just as much shit in the official release too. But this stuff with the characters and characterization, much better. By far, leagues better. Because we assumed I might be from there due to that detail, but it's like we've completely like dropped the whole Abby thing, right? In Rinasita, like, and also like I'm gonna please don't get me started on the whole Abby conversation again. I don't want to, but I'm just gonna say this. On all the people that are saying like, oh, Rover is supposed to be the main character that's driving the story, right? And that's why it's all supposed to be about Rover. But why the fuck are we going to research about Abby? It's not about Rover then, it's about Abby. Abby's the one that's like, we're all focused on Abby. Fuck Abby! Jesus Christ. And all this stuff here about these flashbacks to our past, these are really interesting. I would love to know more information about this. Echo cultivation, yes, to find out more information about Abby. That was the reasoning. Supposedly. Which makes me wonder. Which, like, straight up, makes me wonder. Because I've not seen any hint of Abby in these cutscenes in CBT1, right? And they already had Rinasita, like, designed and ready and up to go for, like, after Huanglong, right? Back in CBT1. What would have been the reasoning to go to Rinasita if there was no Abby? I'm pretty sure they would have had a reason. I'm genuine question. I'm not like on this like Abby hate thing. I'm like genuine question because they had already established that they were going to have Huanglong and Rinasita from CBT1, right? And in official release, the reason why we go to Rinsita, supposedly, is to find out more information about Echoes to solve the question about Abby. That's the reasoning we were given in official release. But they confirmed they had Rinsita ready in CPT1. They did. So what would have been the reason we would have gone to Rinsita if there was no Abby? You got invited by Carlotta? No? I know, right? Yeah, I weirdly feel a little bit angry with Abby dialogue in this patch, or is it just me? No, it's not just you, just so we're all clear. I've been trying to point out the complete fucking futility and pointlessness of Abby as a character. She's just added in there, and they have to find things for her to do. Like, I'm not going into the fucking conversation again. I'm so tired of it. All I ask is, will people actually listen, pay attention, her, him, them, whatever, to what Abby is doing and saying in the story, and just notice she doesn't, she, he, they, whatever, it doesn't change a single thing. You could take out everything about Abby and not change a single fucking thing in the story. And I'm saying, if you're going to have Abby in the story, make them actually important and a crucial part of the story. But as long as you're not going to do that, I'm well within my rights to say she's pointless, and I don't really see, I don't see the point of them being in the story at all. Ah, fucking hell. Being a mascot. All right, one second. I want to show you this. I want to find this. I remember in my video, in my initial "What does Japan think about Wuthering Waves" video, I remember someone saying, I think it was Mosamuraso, they said maybe they can add a mascot character. This video here. This can be a blast from the past. It's 8.5 minutes, so let's just watch it together, shall we? Let's just watch it together.
We often hear CN thinks this, or CN thinks that, but what about the other superpower in the East? I'm talking about North Korea. Japan, of course. I was interested in what the JP players were saying about Wuthering Waves, so I set out to find out what they liked and what they didn't, and everything else in between. Good? But before we look into what they thought about the latest beta test, first we have to find out what they thought about CBT1. So I combed through as many videos in the YouTube archives and compiled a list of the main things that kept getting brought up, both good and bad. So in no particular order, Pro. They loved the world lore such as tacit fields, echoes, and the generally dystopian vibe. But in saying that, Con, the story itself was difficult to understand and they couldn't follow along with what was being said.
These changes haven't been, really been addressed at all.
どういうことだと思ってたこのゲームのこれまでの全てに対して問いたいんだけど、どういうことなんだ全部。始まりから今まで一つも。
This is CBT1.
More on that later. Pro. The parkour was smooth and interesting. They were particularly happy about running up walls.
でも名調だったら見てろよ。
North Korea take about Wuthering Waves before.
ほいほいほいほいほいほいほいほいほい。この時点で勝ちやん。
Look younger?
この時点
It's like last year.
完璧やん。壁登り出しちゃったらもう勝ちやん。
Con. The parkour was too smooth, in fact, and they ended up climbing walls they didn't intend to. Pro. They loved not having to worry about stamina when moving around the map.
このゲームのダッシュした瞬間スタミナ減るんですけど、ダッシュし続けるとなんかダッシュモードになってスタミナ減らなくなってむしろ回復していくんですよ。これがいいなと思って、フィールド移動するときはダッシュはし続けられるんですよね。
Con. They hated getting stuck under stuff when climbing buildings.
露骨なネズミ返しならいいのですが。
This is Netoryu.
って見ただけだと登りきれそうな壁でも引っかかる時があるので。
Oh, you would not
They
believe
loved
like
the
how
character
many
designs, particularly the female MC.
でも今のところね
how
一番可愛いのは
JP YouTubers are that just
この
use
主人公の可能性がある。
This one guy
It's
said
so
he just
annoying.
liked characters with boobs. I get it. Con. The NPCs were completely expressionless.
ってるやつが真顔だった時があって、それちょっとね、びっくりしたんで、主要キャラはね、結構、喜怒哀楽ちゃんとしてるんですけども、ちょっとモブキャラのことも見てやってほしいなと思いました。
But she has boobs though, so I guess that one guy doesn't mind. Pro. They like the size of the open world, the environment in general, and particularly the quality of the graphics.
むしろ暗さを生かして光による美しい表現を生み出しています。
Con. They thought there wasn't enough
I think
variety of
that was,
puzzles.
探索自体はギミックが少なく、一度理解してしまうと単調に感じるものが多いので、途中から作業感が強くなってきます。
Pro. They liked the skill tree system and the customization and complexity it brings. Con. They thought all the weapons look alike. Pro. They said it's easy to pick up if you've played Genshin.
マジで原神やった人からすればこれちょっとね、こう言っちゃダメかもしれんけど原神2なんだよな。操作すべてに何の違和感もない。
What, you thought we'd escape the Genshin comparisons just because it's JP? Con. Dialogue has too much jargon. Con. Dialogue sounds unnatural. Con. Can't read names because no furigana. Con. When they could read it, the dialogue made no sense at all. Like it was playing telephone by running the text through Google Translate into one language, then another language, then another and another until it lost all semblance of the original meaning. Con. If the dialogue was translated at all. Con.
Yeah.
Or if there was even any dialogue in the first
well.
place. As you can see, it seems JP's biggest concern was the overcomplication of the story and severe localization issues. From what I saw, I think they had it a lot worse over there compared to the stuff I've seen in English release. So pour one out for them having to go through that. But we already knew all that. The devs even stepped up and said they rewrote 90% of the story because that's what most people were having issues with. So what about CBT2? What's the verdict? Overall, they seem pretty happy with the results, but still have a few issues.
Oh, that's cussing.
Everything they originally liked in the first test, they are still happy with, such as the combat, ecosystems, etc.
I swear to God, that guy's so fucking boring.
But regarding the changes, they noticed that the cutscenes were considerably better and more interesting to watch. And while some people really like the dark, dystopian aesthetic in CBT1,
なんかね、暗いゲームだっていう印象があって、そこがまあ逆にいいところでもあったんですが、なんかやっぱキャラクターのビジュアルとグラフィック自体も変わってますよね。
they admit that the world being made a little brighter, it makes exploration more fun and is probably more appealing to the majority of people. They also noticed that the crownless battle was considerably easier and that the skill animations look a little flashier.
なんか多分簡単になってる。
1 second.
なんか前はね、もっと難しかったんだけど、なんか初心者向けに改良されてるイメージを受けますね。
One of the issues from CBT1...
I just want to point out that they didn't say it, but that's another thing with JP because they don't outwardly say it. They say it in like the undertones. Like when he's before they said that, like, oh, I kind of like the darker tone, but I guess making it bright is better for exploration. And then here's like, it was harder than before. I guess they changed it for the beginners. Like what he's saying but not saying is that he likes the darker version. And making it too easy is like not something he's interested in. Like from what I remember, that person doesn't play Wuthering Waves anymore.
about getting stuck while climbing was addressed and they
Because it's
really
too bright.
appreciated it.
かっこよ。
And while they still like the female character designs, I saw several times people saying that they were glad that there are older characters such as Yuan Wu.
例えばこちらの青い池オジみたいなものが手に入ったりとか
They called him an Ikeoji, which is basically something along the lines of a hot older guy. Or in other words, a DILF. A dad I'd like to But it's not all sunshine and rainbows though. There are still plenty of localization issues, with some parts still completely in Chinese or just having a placeholder text. And while what has been translated is a lot easier to understand and sounds much more natural compared to before, they still feel there is a little too much in terms of jargon, which they worry will turn people off. Reason being is that in comparison to English, if they can't read a kanji, they might have a general idea what the word means, but otherwise can only guess at how to read any particular word.
なんて読むのこの子漢字がわかんない。この人なんて読むんだ。
This happens all the time to this fucking day. Not just in Wuthering Waves, but just in a lot of games from China.
Many times I heard people saying that they wished it was voiced, both to add to the immersion of playing the game, but also because it would help to hear how words are supposed to be read. A minor thing I noticed is some people noting the lack of male characters in the beginning.
I'm going to rewind that.
How words are supposed to be read. A minor thing I noticed is some people noting the lack of male characters in the beginning, especially if the player chose female rover.
そうまだ男の人がね、一人も出てきてない。主人公選択で男はいたんだけど、なんか今のところなんかこの世界には女の子しかいないんじゃないかっていう。
I guess they wanted more DILFs.
Okay,
I alluded to this before, so let's address the elephant in the room. What does
Right. So, yeah. this has been something since the very fucking start in JP, and JP do point it out. Oh no, I'm doing well, man. How are you doing?
JP think about Wuthering Waves in comparison to Genshin. Throughout all of these videos, it was hard to go 2 minutes without Genshin being brought up, either in the context of Wuthering Waves looking too similar, or Wuthering Waves being much better than Genshin.
かつ原神に対して多くのプレイヤーが抱いていたであろう不満点部分を改良してくれてますよみたいな、そんなゲームだと思ってください。
Their words, not mine. This video here is all about how they feel Wuthering Waves might not take off because it's too similar to Genshin. They worry people wouldn't be interested to start something new if they look like they're essentially the same. But they don't mean that as an overt criticism. They state multiple times that they prefer Wuthering Waves, just that they are worried about its widespread appeal.
And also, nowadays, when you say that Wuthering Waves took a lot from Genshin, you get people saying, no, they didn't. Genshin didn't. Just shut the fuck up. Of course they did, you dumb fucks.
Several times, however, I heard people say that they felt Wuthering Waves was actually closer to Tower of Fantasy than Genshin, so there's also that too.
どっちかっていうと幻冬、なんか UI とかアイコンがすごいなんか幻冬感をめっちゃ感じた、名称は。
Though Tower of Fantasy also has its own Genshin clone accusations, so I guess it isn't saying much. Lastly, as a cherry on top to finish this video, I want to go through which characters have the most support. There is this poll on the official Japanese Discord for Wuthering Waves in their Oshikara channel, so it's not a huge sample, but I thought it was interesting. Going from least popular to most popular, we have Juen, Verina in English, Morutefi, which is Mortefi, of course, Yuan, Yuanwu, Shika, which is Chishia, Aruto, Alto, Sonota, Other. Who exactly are these others? It's that construction girl with the abs, isn't it? Or maybe it's the other dilf. Byakuren, Baiji, Indin, Yinlin. JP clearly doesn't know quality. Let me just add my vote here. Okay, continuing. Anko, Encore, Tauki, Tauchi. Is it Tauchi or Tauki? Okay. Yanyan, Yangyang, Kien, Jian, Hyohakusha,
for
Jose,
official release.
Female Rover, Tanking, Danjin, Hyohakusha, Danse, Male Rover, and the most popular character is Sanka, otherwise known as Sanhwa in English. This poll doesn't necessarily show the characters that JP don't like, just the characters that they like the most out of all of them. No ranked choice voting here either, unfortunately. It's also not the most up-to-date, as it was posted before Janshin and Kaltros were announced, so they are most likely the others I was joking about earlier. Just so you know, Janshin's name in Japanese is Kanshin, and Kaltaro is Kakaro. Seriously, Kuro Games, would you just make his name Kakarot? Ain't nobody want to call him Carpaccio or whatever it is. So yeah, that's what JP thinks of Wuthering Waves. What do you think? Was it anything surprising to you? Let me know down in the comments below. So until next time, I will see you in the next video.
Oh, what the fuck? I was pretty sure I mentioned about the mascot thing. Because... the fuck's pissed me off now. Mascot. Which video was it? Was it in then? No, because I remember. Maybe it was after release. True. Might have been. Actually, no. That's a point. That's a point. Right. Huge nerf, not the same. Might be this one. Yeah, it might be this one. Actually, no, it might be this one. While the second closed beta test was a vast improvement over the first, Japan still has a lot of issues. And with the official release of Wuthering Waves just around the corner, creeping up faster than I can say take my money, I thought I'd see exactly what the JP community is asking for. So I checked out one of the biggest gaming YouTubers in Japan to see what they and their community want. And the first thing he lists is fall damage. Or rather, he doesn't want it. He mentions that fall damage wasn't really a thing in CBT1, so he's a little disappointed to see it being implemented. Here we go. Yeah. Found it. All look a similar level in design. Perhaps a really appealing villainous character. Kuro Games is known for those. Or maybe having a mascot character could be good. No more mascots for me, thank you very much. I ain't interested in any more emergency food jokes. But still, I get... But I remember like a bunch of CCs, I think specifically Tecton as well, like reacted to this video. And once that mascot thing came up, he was like, hell no! Like, and he's like typical Tecton fashion. Everyone was like, one second, can I find mascot? The Crown is a mascot. I can totally see the Disco Turtle as a mascot. Female MC Cyber was a mascot. No thanks, we don't want any annoying lolly mascot. She's the first character person you wake up from. She looks in your way. It's like, how is Yang Yang not the mascot? They're Pom Pom as a type of mascot too. Just yeah. Yang Yang's already the mascot. Like basically everyone in here is saying, no, we don't need so fucking mascot. Mongol, just as you said that, I found like unfortunately Japanese do love their mascot stick. Yeah, there was a lot of talk in the comments on this about the mascot thing, and everyone's like, yeah, no. No, I'm not having it. So, yeah. Fuck's sake. Anyway. When I think mascot, I think cute chibi things could be... The thing is though, right? They can absolutely have mascots. Like, someone mentioned Pom Pom, right? From Pom Pom from HSR. Like, they're a mascot type character. But they're not always being, like, forced into the... well, I don't know about any recently. But they're not being... One second, I've got a... got a sneeze. But they're not being, like, forced into the story at every possible chance. Like, it's just weird. Like, imagine fighting... whoever. Imagine fighting Aventurine, and at the very end, Pom Pom jumps in to give him that last punch. That would ruin the fucking fight. Or like maybe even in like 1.0 when you're fighting against Bronya's mother, and then you go for that massive that final jab. And then Pom Pom jumps in to give you that last little push so you can get there in time. Push. Yeah. That would have been weird. Astro Express Rams Sunday? Yeah, but how often does that happen? That once, and that's more like the Astral Express than it is like specifically Pom Pom, you know? Pom Pom's just chilling in his train 24/7. Yeah, as he should do. Like, I'm not against having mascot characters. I have zero problems with Pom Pom, by the way. Literally zero. Zero problems with Pom Pom. Nothing. But like, Act 6 in Wuthering Waves, we go through this entire thing, right? On this massive trek, on this massive journey. We get there. We go to this final battle against against Crownless and then Dreamless. Great battle. Last thing, a fucking koala jumps out of our hands and sucks everything up. Like, oh, that just ruined everything for me. For me anyway. Like, bullshit. Abby stole your kill. Yeah, I know, right? It's bullshit. I don't know. Anyway, so we've just had a look through the game that Kuro Games actually wanted to make. Like, story-wise, characterization, much better in CBT1. Much fucking better in CBT1. We got absolutely robbed. And nowadays, when I say whatever, and people just say, this is the game they want to make, no, it's not. That was the game they wanted to make. And I want them to go back to that. Just my personal opinion. But that's all the opinions I have to share for tonight. Guys, thank you very much for being here. I've had a good time. Hopefully you've had a good time too. And I will see you all next time. Next stream, I want to finally do the title defense thing. I've not done that yet. I need to do the title defense. It looks pretty interesting. We'll see. So, everyone, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is for you. And I'll see you next time. All right? Take care. Peace.